Sagittarius. How are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are doing the monthly reading for the month ahead, August 2023. Now, normally I would delay a week for that, but we do have a big month next month. So there will actually be 2 full moons next month, both of which are super moons. All right. So as we all anyone that does watch the channel, every full moon I do a shadow work reading. So next week I will actually be doing that as our weekly reading. And then the second full moon I will be doing the all signs shadow work reading. Okay. But we have a lot going on as well. There is the south and north nodes have just shifted signs. We're also in a Venus retrograde now as well. So a lot of different things going on for everybody. But see how we go with it all, I suppose. See what's coming up for you in August, Sagittarius. But everyone that does comment on any of my videos will go in the draw for a free personal reading. So thank you all so much for all your likes and subscribes. It's just a super small channel, so it does mean a lot to me. Thank you. But today we are going to be using the Dreaming Way Lenormand. I also have with me the Island Time Wellness Oracle deck, and starting our readings today with the magical messages from the fairies. All right, so I will grab one of those for your general portion, and one for our love portion as well. And then we'll sort of delve on into it a bit there. Okay, Sagittarius, August 2023, please. Okay, and Sagittarius, August in love, please. What's going on in love for Sagittarius in August? Okay, so firstly there for the general portion, we do have the practice card. Practice makes perfect. It does say with daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. Okay, so there was another sign that did draw this same card. So it may pay to check your other placements if this reading doesn't resonate with you, or if you're interested, check any other important placements. But yeah, daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents. So it does sort of bring to mind that this month you probably will be finding some things repeating themselves and needing to sort of practice things to gain further insight into how to do that skill, or whatever that is for you. So if you do play an instrument, practicing may be a big thing this month, but it can also talk about a lot of other things as well. Even spiritual gifts are something that we do have to practice in order to hone our talents. So just giving us that vibe of don't forget to practice this month, Sagittarius, making sure that we are sort of putting enough time and effort into the things that we do want to be good at. All right. So we'll get a bit more information there. Sagittarius for August, please. Okay, and can I just get a another card for Sagittarius for August, please? Okay, so a bit of an interesting one here, Sagittarius. Firstly, I do have the birds, okay? And that is coming through with the whip energy, all right? So straight away, that does kind of let me know that there's some sort of important conversation coming up for you this month. It kind of is bringing to mind, a conversation that might just cause some tension with you. It might be a bit of a troubling conversation. It may, just cause some drama in your life, this particular conversation, or it may be a conversation about drama from the past. We do have the Tower as well. All right, so sometimes that can talk about past energy as well. So, but we're seeing a conversation coming through. I feel as though that is going to be a conversation, but it can talk about a bit of worry in the distance. And with the whip there, I do feel that, there definitely could be some sort of grief or mourning associated with this conversation as well. Something troubling, I feel. This conversation is about something troubling, or it will reveal something a little bit troubling to you, be the source of tension for you. With the whip there, sometimes it can talk about things that we beat ourselves up about. But I am just feeling that it's more talking about this conversation. This conversation, I feel, this it could also be gossip type drama. All right, with the birds, it definitely could be like gossip in the background, that's causing a bit of drama for you, around you, that you're involved in this month. All right, so it is coming through as something quite important for you. And when I have asked for that extra card, we do have the cross coming through, so we are seeing a bit of a harder energy coming through. I'm feeling like this is, just warning you that there's going to be something this month that really is going to be a bit of a burden, on you when it comes to whatever this is all about. But it's also kind of destined to happen. So there's definitely some sort of lesson to be learnt in amongst all this drama, this gossip, this conversation that may be sort of causing some trouble for you, Sagittarius. So it's definitely vibing as like a harder conversation. If it's an actual conversation, like I said, I feel like for some of you this is just gossip that you're hearing, or gossip about you, even, that's causing trouble for you, causing a bit of drama in your life, having that sort of effect there. And then we do see the Tower. All right, so with the Tower, like I said, it can be talking about, it could be, for some of you, this is going to be referring to past energy, something that's happened in the past, some sort of trouble or gossip from the past is sort of coming back to bite you in the butt sort of energy. But for others of you, this is kind of letting us know that whatever this is, whatever this trouble is, whatever this conversation of difficulty is, for you, that it's going to put you into kind of hermit mode, solitude mode, and that you need to stand quite strong and firm, against this. All right, because with the Tower there, we do get that whole vibe of standing tall, standing strong, against this. Have that moat set up around yourself, kind of vibe. Be the tower unto yourself, kind of a vibe. And it may be something that with that practice card, it may be something that you do need to practice standing up firmer for yourself and standing up for yourself. I'm getting that quite strongly. It's got something to do for a lot of you with standing up for yourself, and that's why we're seeing that cross card, saying that it's kind of, there's some sort of destiny type connection, that's the reason that this is happening, is because it's to sort of to help you practice standing up for yourself. Because like I am feeling that for majority of you, this is just some sort of like, it's not like a huge fight. Like it could definitely be some sort of, quarreling, like a conversation that gets a bit heated. But I'm not feeling that it's like anything huge. What I'm feeling, the most important part about it is this Tower, this standing up for yourself, standing solid in who you are. And you may, sometimes we do find ourselves, needing to go up and take some time to ourselves to really think things through when we've been through this sort of an energy here. And it's talking about also relying on your spiritual self, whatever it is you believe in, if it's spiritual, religious aspects, really taking those and going into yourself within that aspect, in order to help yourself stand quite strong and firm against this infighting or drama or gossip, or whatever that is in your particular situation. Obviously, that drama is going to be a little bit different for everybody. For some of you, this is definitely like um, co-workers or friends gossiping about you. Um, for others of you, I feel like this is an actual, like a heated conversation between you and somebody else, that's just causing a bit of tension for you. But the main thing is the main message I'm getting from that is it's all about practicing standing up for yourself, standing strong and tall like this tower. It doesn't, it can't be shaken. You know what I mean? This tower, it's tall and strong and solid. It's where you retreat into yourself. But it's also, so it can be like, it can be talking about, backing down for the sake of peace, but also standing up for yourself at the same time. So like I said, that's going to be a little bit different for everybody. But I do feel as though the main message that's coming through is that it's all about you practicing standing up for yourself and standing strong for yourself. Okay, so that's going to work out. It's kind of one of them things where when it happens, you'll probably think back to this reading and go, oh, that's what that was. But to talk about it in advance, it's very hard to pinpoint exactly what's going to happen. I feel there's still a few factors that haven't really become quite solid as of yet. There's, it's just that background gossipy kind of fighting kind of energy coming through. Very interesting. Let me know when that happens, if you sort of can pick it when you see it, sort of thing, Sagittarius. But bit of a warning for you there, just that you're going to need to practice standing up for yourself this month. So, practice makes perfect, as we sort of saw at the start there. So the better prepared you are, I suppose, the better you will handle that when it does arise anyway. All right. So, but moving into love, the first card we have for you is your desire is within reach. Okay, so we'll move out of that rough energy that we saw there, and then we're moving into this super positive energy. All your desires are well within reach. It does say, have faith as everything is working in your favor. All right, so when it comes to love, we're definitely, got some really positive things coming for us, Sagittarius. We'll get a few extra cards for you about that. Sagittarius in August with love, please. Okay, so I straight away, we do have, I feel like this is kind of letting us know in regard to that other energy that we did see. Okay, but we do have the woman and then the clouds. Okay, so I'm kind of reading this immediately as, I don't try to genderize the woman and the masculine. This is just that emotional side of ourselves, that very nurturing side of ourselves. And in this particular deck, this woman actually has a very strong message of freedom as well. All right, and we do see with the clouds are all about your thoughts, possibly overthinking things, clouded judgment, confusion, that sort of a thing. So what I'm kind of getting straight away from this is that this cloud card coming through is talking about, you're kind of left reeling after whatever goes on with that tension going on. It sets you into this overthinking things matter, but then we see you here, it's freedom from your thoughts, because we're giving you love to focus on. It's kind of like spirit saying, we're going to give you the emotional freedom from your thoughts and from stopping you from overthinking. We've got this freedom here, freedom to express yourself, express your thoughts as well. All right, so there's a few little things coming through there, but it's really that freedom from overthinking, and having that freedom of being able to escape all this drama, because that's what it just feels like, drama. It doesn't feel like anything, hugely consequential up the top there with the that last message we saw in the general portion. It doesn't feel like I said, hugely consequential. The thing that feels important about that is you standing up for yourself and finding that freedom within yourself to escape from overthinking and escape from your thoughts for a little while. I do have here the garden, and so this is really you escaping from your thoughts and moving into somewhere much more peaceful and restful for yourself. This is a social card as well, so it can talk about, meeting up with friends that you do know that, obviously not the ones that you're having these little fighty things with, but, meeting up for friends with for coffee, that sort of a thing. Can be talking about, invitations to, corporate meetings, to social events, all those sorts of things. But I do really feel as though this is your escape this month, is to find somewhere, where you can be restful and positive and in a more public area. So it brings to mind places like public gardens, quite literally the public gardens. You're walking out this door into a beautiful public garden, but it also brings to mind places like libraries, museums, all those sorts of areas where you can sort of get outside, get out into your local city or whatever, and spend some time, just in a public area, just being restful and looking at the more positive aspects of the public scene, so to speak. All right. But I do feel for maybe a couple of you, this is talking about, meeting up with friends, specifically, but majority of you, this is things like going out to those public spaces, like, going to an art gallery and just looking around and just taking some time to yourself to just wander around an art gallery or a museum or things like that. I'm feeling for a couple of you, especially with that. We did see that practice card, and it's like this girl sitting here, playing her musical instrument. But look, she's sitting here in a sort of it's a public garden sort of space that she's taking some time to herself to just, sit there and practice her music, in a more, public garden area. So this is definitely things like, if you write, taking your whatever you're writing, going and sitting in a public garden and writing there rather than at home. Things like going out and connecting with nature in a local park and, doing a meditation in a local park. All those sorts of things really coming to mind. But it's got to do with, expressing yourself emotionally and really taking some time for you and what it is that you desire, because your desires are within your reach. So, doing things like that are actually really going to help bring those things in for you. You may even meet someone, because sometimes, like I said, this can talk about meetings. So it definitely could be meeting somebody, by doing something like that. All right. You may find yourself wandering through an art gallery and you bump into someone and lo and behold, it's the love of your life. And you never would have known that if you never had taken that time to yourself to just wander and, off in a daze looking at all the artwork, sort of a vibe. So that's exactly what I'm kind of getting from that energy coming through. It's your emotional expression, to stand up for yourself and take time for yourself as well. Look after you, look after your true desires, look after the things that make you feel peaceful, make you feel happy. Look after those things, and all your desires are within reach there, Sagittarius. We also had the rider coming on out, so definitely good news on the way. I feel that that's directly talking about those desires of yours coming on in. Definitely getting some good news, that something that you just do desire is, really close. All right. I feel that sometime in August you will be getting direct news about that particular desire coming through. All right. But I'll grab a couple of the Island Time Wellness as well. Sagittarius. Sagittarius in love for August, please. Some interesting energy here. Okay, so very interesting energy here. Um, I don't think this is your energy at all, Sagittarius. I feel like this has got something to do with that first message, because it's really feeling like that same energy that we saw when we're talking about, some sort of, fighting with somebody, or some gossip. It's got that gossip feel to it. All right, because firstly we've got mask. All right, so that's someone not showing their true feelings, hiding, personifying, pretending, deluding, and gaslighting. All right, so that's that energy of someone starting a rumor about you to hide the truth of them, kind of vibe. All right, so this may give us some clues to what's going on with that tension that's being caused for you. We also have the girl with the snake. It says empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enabling, and boundaries. So we're seeing the message of boundaries quite strong. So this is why that message is coming through for you. It's because you need to put up strong boundaries and stand firm against this kind of energy. All right, someone trying to use you, someone trying to gaslight you and delude you into thinking that you are, that's what this trouble, or drama, or conflict, or gossip that we saw at the start of the reading, that's what this is all about. All right, so we also have sunglasses. Okay, so that's someone watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and focusing out. It's that vibe of, if we put all the attention on you, no one will see me over here, the girl with the snake hiding behind the mask. If we put all the attention on Sagittarius, no one will see this energy. But we've got a few words that have repeated themselves, like gaslighting. All right, and the idea of somebody looking outward and trying to place things on you, but that's not showing them their true selves. All right, so that's what I feel like that's all about. Going back to the very start of the reading there, um, it didn't want to actually give us any more information about what's going on specifically with love. It wanted to go back to that same message. So it's sort of letting us know once again that don't allow that infighting, or that gossip to be a big burden on you. Stand firm against that. That's the strongest message I'm getting coming through from that, is that it's somebody trying to hide their true selves by making you look like the bad guy, Sagittarius. That's what I'm getting from that. All right, so just be wary of that this month, because it is coming through as, obviously the main message we're getting for you today, Sagittarius. So, you know, that's what I've got for you. So I'm sorry that that's not more positive of a message, but, Spirit will tell us what we need to hear, I suppose. But the main thing about that is, the whole idea of you standing firm, standing tall and strong against this sort of energy. All right, and you know, don't be afraid to, allow yourself some freedom when it comes to your emotional expression, because that's what's going to change that for you. You're going to be able to get away from that energy by being, free and emotionally, seeking your desires. Don't even worry about that other thing, all right? Because that's, like I said, it's still not coming through as like hugely worrisome as such. Like it's not, it's obviously there's something going on there with all those cards coming out, but I think your focus is, you're probably not actually going to be all too focused on that, because you've got all these other desires coming on in for you this month. And that's probably part of the, when we see this sort of energy, it's because they can't have that for themselves. So, and they kind of, energetically, people can kind of tell that, hang on, Sagittarius is about to get all the things that they want, and I'm not. So if I can make Sagittarius kind of feel bad, maybe they won't actually reach out for those true desires. It will throw them off their game, so to speak, so things happen like this on an energetical level, and that's exactly what it is. It's people trying to stop you from getting to the positives, um, because they're kind of like jealous, and they're covering their true feelings about things, and their energy is trying to stop other people from having nice things, because they know that their energy is not in a place where they deserve those same sort of rewards. All right, Sagittarius. So try not to take it too um, burdensome upon yourself. It feels as though it's all just part of August for you, apparently, at this rate. But we all know, energy does change and shift as well. So, hopefully we can avoid that before it occurs anyway, but just by being aware of it. All right, but there you go. That's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope to see you all again soon.